Hey, what is good? What is good? What is good, beautiful people? Chris, you know who I be. Good Doc, Dr. Mike TV, back at it like crack addict. Back again, once again, with an interesting topical video for you guys today. This has come at a request, so Doc is going to fulfill said request. All right, first time to the channel, guys, make sure you like, subscribe, notify, do all of the things to make yourself well versed in the Good Doc's content. Without further ado, I do not wish to keep you long. Let's go ahead and hop into the video for today. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk to you real quick about how to spot fake online profiles in these Asian dating sites. Now, I know many of my gentlemen, some of you guys may not, but many of my gentlemen like to use online dating sites. Your Dating Asia, your Filipina Cupids, I'll even use Tag in there as well. I don't know, there's probably some Asian Tinder or something over there, and like Facebook dating app or whatever it may be. And because you guys utilize these particular sites, I would hope the ones that you have to pay for, they would scan and screen and make sure that the profiles aren't fake. But for those that are free, the ones that are at our disposal, I've come across quite a few trigger points, in my personal opinion, that would indicate to me that a profile is what I would like to consider high risk or high potential to be fake. And I wanted to go over a few of those things with you today. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. Number one, too many professional looking photos. All right, now a lot of people ask, Doc, why in the world does it matter if she has professional looking photos? Or the main question you will ask is, Doc, what do you mean by professional looking photos? For me, professional looking photos means always made up, always dolled up, always down to the nines. I mean, baby girl never has a picture of her in her normal, just chilling, normal outfits, normal work clothes. She goes to school, normal school uniform or whatever it be. Everything is always a dolled up picture. Heavy on the makeup, the clothes are scantily clad. I mean, every single picture. There's just not a selfie or anything like that. It always looks like somebody's taking the picture for them. And what I've noticed is a lot of girls who have those particular pictures, normally those profiles have a tendency to be high potential for a fake type of profile. Now, what this does is it does slide me into my number two, which is a fake profile or a person with a fake profile will likely be combative or very defensive. If you say, let me just see a quick picture of you, take a picture of me. Let me take a quick picture, take a selfie of yourself, or, send it to me. I'll send you a selfie. You send me a selfie. We'll trade selfies, or let's get on a Skype call. Let's do a video call real quick. Those types of people who get extremely combative, asking why do you need to do this? Oh, I'm not dressed. I'm not looking good. I'm looking haggard. Oh, I don't want to do this. Oh, it's this. If they come up with a lot of excuses for the reasons why they can't entertain the idea of like a 5-second video call, just enough for you to say hi and bye, chances are you're dealing with a person that has a fake profile. They don't want you to see their real selves. They've probably grabbed those particular pictures off of somebody else's site or somebody else's Facebook page or somebody else's whatever, and they're using it for themselves. And I know there's this Google search where you can do Google image search and whatnot if you want to. That's always a great way to find out if you're dealing with somebody who is probably taking pictures from somebody else's site. But like I said, these are things that you're going to notice if you're using or utilizing online dating sites for an not extreme period of time, but for, a fair amount of time, you'll start to pick up on a lot of these cues. Remember, number one, too many professional looking photos. Baby girl don't have just a random selfie of herself, just having fun. Everything is always professional, and it's never really a selfie. It's always like somebody else is taking the picture for them. Number two, extremely combative when you even remotely ask them for like a 5-second video call, or if you ask them, okay, just send me a quick selfie, I'll send you a selfie, or let's get on Skype, or let's get on WhatsApp or something, and let's do that. Or even if you're just asking to exchange photos or something like that, it's always a big problem for them to exchange photos. They may only have one photo in their profile. They'll get mad at you for asking for another photo or something like that. Something that I think you guys need to think about. And that kind of does lead me into my last one. If they only have one picture in their profile, fair enough. I'm not going to sit there and say that that is high risk or high potential for a scam type of profile. If they are extremely combative, when they actually, if you actually ask them for like a picture or something, you know, that's something that needs to raise your antennas. Number 3 though, and the metatatlo. If they tell you that they do not have a social media, chances are you are dealing with somebody with a fake profile. Now, this can be multi-layered, but I'm going to try to unpack it as quick as humanly possible because, again, didn't want to keep you guys on very long. What I mean by the fact that they don't have a social media, if you ask them, they'll be like, oh, I don't have a Facebook, I don't have an Instagram. Every Filipina, unless you're like really, really old, has at least one or the other. I think even the most mature Filipina has a Facebook at least, right? So if she tells you she doesn't have an Instagram, okay, that's believable. If she tells you she doesn't have a Facebook page, chances are my antennas will be on full alert because all of them have social medias. Now, in fairness, a lot of them will say that they don't have social medias because they're just not comfortable giving out, you know, the personal information, you know, showing you what's on their social media feed. Maybe they got an extra boyfriend on the side, something to think about. Or maybe, you know, it's their friends and family, and maybe they don't want their friends and family to know that they're on a dating site where they can meet foreigners. I don't know. There may be a plethora of different excuses for why a person may not want to give their social media platform or their social media page. So I don't necessarily judge from that standpoint, but the fact that you tell me that you don't have one, or you're very skeptical about sending pictures, normal pictures, again, it all ties in together with number 2. If you really just naturally have this skepticism about everything that you're doing, or there's always a reason why you can't do something, or why we can't talk, or why we can't video chat, or anything like that, I'm gonna go out on a limb that you're dealing with a person with a fake profile. Now, there's a lot of different ways that words are being played inside of these profiles that could also indicate high potential for a fake profile. But, you know, that's something that we can go into at a later time if you choose to, or if you opt to, or if you guys get the likes up and say, Doc, let's go ahead and try that next video about the wordplay in these particular profiles that may trigger you a little bit. But like I said, most Filipinas in general, if you're dealing with Filipinos and Asian dating sites, they'll be pretty honest with you. Most of these dating sites, they'll list everything that they have. If they have kids, they'll let you know how many kids they have. They don't really lie about having kids or anything like that. So that's one of the main things that I've noticed about, you know, dealing with, you know, Asian women, Filipinos more specifically on these online dating sites, because that's one thing that they're really open about, because they want you to know up front that this is what I have, this is what I'm bringing to the table. You know, I just want somebody who's willing to accept me and my kids, or me and my kid. So from that particular aspect, you very rarely come across those that lie about that. So that's always a good thing you come across in a profile. The majority of them won't lie about it. I'm not going to say it's 100% that they're all brutally honest. All right. But in reference to like breaking down a profile when you see it, there are just these 3 key indicators that I told you guys. And especially if you start to have dialogue and communication with them, and, you know, you're trying to see if you can take it to the next step. Like I always tell you guys, I prefer, if you're going to do it, to try to take the conversation off of the dating site. You know, like I said, to a WhatsApp or to a Facebook Messenger or to an Instagram DM or whatever it may be. Get off of the dating site. You know, try to take the conversation elsewhere. I think that it provides a platform for you to be able to get to know this young lady outside of a dating site where there's probably a bunch of other men trying to cater to her. Again, most of you guys are using dating sites for hooking up. Not going to judge you there. Some of you guys are looking for something serious. Again, we already know it can't be serious until you actually meet in person. We've already had that discussion. But for those that choose to utilize, I just wanted to throw out those key indicators of how you could spot potential fake profiles. Again, am I saying that if all of these exist, the girl is fake and she's trying to catfish you? No. But I do believe that you need to be on high alert if she gives off any of these warning signs that I previously mentioned to you guys today. All right. Hope you guys have a blessed one. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give the Good Doc a like. Appreciate your time. Appreciate your effort. You know what time it is. Time for the Good Doc to go and get to getting. So with that being said, Good Doc is officially out. At least nako paalam, which means I am going now. Bye-bye. As always, love you guys. Sincerely do. Mahal kita. Mabuhay. Peace.